Good morning, dear students. Today we will continue the same exercise 3.2, and the first sixth question is, for a picnic party a fund of rupees 25,600 was raised. Correct? Find each boy. If each boy paid the same amount as the number of boys, find the contribution of each boy. See, the total amount which they have collected was 25,600. Now they are saying how many number of boys were there. The total amount was collected to the number equal to the number of boys. Correct? Suppose consider if there are 10 boys, then amount was also collected rupees 10. Understood? This is the way that they want to say to you. So let the number of boys and the contribution of each boy should be equal to x. Understood till here? As I have explained you just now, the multiplication of these two means the total amount collected and total number of boys is equals to the fund of 25,600. So x into x is equals to 25,600. Yesterday I explained you this is an exponent question. So x into x means x square. Okay? Not 2x. It will be x square. So x square equals to 25,600. Now when you will remove this square, so it will come as under root over the next number. So this will be like this. Now what I told you yesterday, you break it into two terms. You can also solve it in this manner. 2, 5, 6, 0, and then find its factor and then make a pair of 2, 2. You can also solve it in this manner. But here what I have done, 256 as it is a perfect square of 16. Correct? And 2 zeros are there. The number with even number of zeros are a perfect square, with odd number of zeros are not perfect square, remember. So 256 is a perfect square of 16, 16 into 16, and 100 can be written as 10 into 10. From here 116 will come out and 110. So 16 into 10 will be 160. Therefore, number of boys will also be 160 and the contribution of each boy will be equal to rupees 160. I hope it is clear. Again I am telling you, if you want you can find out its factor by this method also. Correct? But I have made it easier for you. So if you understand it, please look this video 2-3 times. So you will understand this method. You can solve it by this method also. Now find the least number of by which 1500 is to be multiplied so that the product becomes a perfect square. See, if single number is given, listen to my words very carefully. If single number is given and it has to be multiplied with any number so that it becomes a perfect square, then what to do in that case? In that case you find its prime factors by prime factorization method, and whatever the number which is left unpaired, correct, which is left unpaired, that number has to be multiplied. So this is 1500. So I have made the prime factors for these. Now I'll make a pair for these. 5 will come out and 2 will come out. These are the pairs, and 5 and 3 are the numbers which are not making a pair. So 5 into 3 will be equals to 15. As I told you, whatever the numbers which are not making a pair, that number has to be multiplied. Correct? So 15 has to be multiplied in order to make it a perfect square. Now see the next step. Now as the question say what number should be multiplied. So 1500 was the number given and 15 was the number which comes without pairing. Correct? So 15 has to be multiplied. So in order to make it a perfect square, so we have to find the square root of these two. So in order to multiply it, in fact in order to multiply, what I did, I kept it separately as I did in that previous question. Today only what I have explained you. So what I did, now see, 15 into 15 will come here together and 100 can be written as 10 into 10. Now this 15 into 15, 115 will come out and 110 from here, the answer will be 150. Student, hopefully you all remember, whenever I teach you the multiplication, always I suggest you that don't multiply it there, so that in the next step it will get cancelled. I hope you all remember this. In the division process I have explained you. Same thing I have done here. No need to multiply. It can be further reclassified so that our solution become easier also and we can save our time also. Now find the smallest number that can be completely divided by 12, 16 and 18. Find the square root of the number obtained. Now that can be completely divided. So for this case you have to find its LCM. So 12, 16 and 18, I have find out the LCM of these three numbers by the division method. So 2 6 are 12, 2 8 are and 2 9 are. Like this we will find its LCM. So the LCM will be 2 into 3 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 that I have written over here. Now just multiply. 3 2s are 6, 6 2s are 12, 12 2s are 24, 24 2s are 48, and 48 3s will be 144. So 144 is the smallest number that can completely divide this 12, 16 and 18. Please add this line over here. Again I am repeating. 144 is the smallest number that can be completely divided by this number 12, 16 and 18. Now you have to find out the square root of this, means under root of 144, and this is the square of 12. So 12 into 12 is equals to 12. 112 will come out and 12 will be your answer. Now come to the next. In a garden, 670 trees are arranged in such a way that the trees form same number of columns and rows. How many columns and rows are there? Students, just now I have explained you total number of boys multiplied by total amount they have given. Same here. Now whatever the rows and columns in which they are planted are equal. Correct? So both are equals to x. Same thing what I have done in the previous question. So let the number of rows equals to number of column equals to x is equals to number of trees that are 676. Now see in the next step, x into x is equals to 676. So x square is equals to 676. So x is equals to under root 676. Now I have find out the factors of 676. So just write it 2 into 2 into 13 into 13. So this will be 2 into 13, 1, 2 and 1, 13, 26. So 26 should be the number of rows and columns. Although you can do it like this also, 26 into 26. 676 is the perfect square of 26. I suggest you, all of you, please learn the square root numbers till 30. Make a table of it and please learn it. In class 7th I have also made you do it. So please again you do it so that it would be better for you to do the solution. So students, today your assignment will be, you have to copy all these questions neatly in your notebook and try to do all the solutions yourself after copying all the question. Correct? I hope it is clear to all. So please all of you be punctual with your work. Day after tomorrow I'll make a call to you all and I can ask for your work. So your work should be completed till date. Thank you all.